I mean, today we shot the cover for the Double XL magazine, but it's a special cover because it's DJ Khaled and Asad Khaled, my son, Asad, the executive producer of my 10th album, Grateful. So, you know, it's a special moment for me because I've been wanting to get this cover, and last time I had this cover was like 10 years ago, and it was a cover representing Miami, me, Ross, Trina, Flo Rida, and it was like how can I say, it's my 10th album, 10 years, it just connected right, you know what I'm saying? So it's an important album for me and an important cover for me. I've been blessed just to have a special energy. I always say if it's a dark room, I'm the light bulb, you know what I'm saying? And I just always been a person where I love giving and helping and making people smile. And I've been doing that all my life. It's just what God has blessed me with. But this time, I also started to do that for myself, you know what I'm saying, and my family, especially with my son here now, my biggest blessing. And in the last 2 years, I figured it out. I said, you know what, Khaled, as much as you give, I want you to give yourself too. And I've been doing that lately, and it's just, the blessings have been coming, like, thank you, God. This album I'm working on right now, I'm in the studio and I can't believe the records I'm making. I've been telling people recently, you know, on my Snap or wherever I go, I'm like, nobody can make these records. It's impossible. That's what I'm gonna let the fans know, that nobody can make these records. It's impossible. If you're an original day one DJ Khaled fan, you know, I used to be called Beat Novocaine. I used to make beats for Fab, Ludacris, Joe Crack, you know, the list goes on. You know, what happened throughout the years, I just became, how can I say, my vision just got bigger, you know, and then when technology changed, you know, I used to have the MPC keyboard and the turntables and vinyl. You know, the game changed now. You know, they make all these new programs. A lot of these beat makers that you hear, you know what I'm saying, they're programs. You know, it takes a real producer. When I say real producer, they can get the full job done. You know, executive producers, it's a big job. It's not just a title. It's a behind the scenes job where it's a lot of work, but at the same time, you know, it's a real boss role. First of all, my album is called Grateful. He's already made me make a title by his existence of him being my son. He made me name my album Grateful. And I really do have him in the studio, obviously the volume low, listening to music, his reactions to certain things, and just his energy. When I look at Asad, I look at me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, not only is he my son, I feel like he's a prophet. He just bringing the energy to the table. There's just so many things with Asad, you know? When I see other fathers and mothers, especially artists that I work with, I look at them totally different now. You know what I'm saying? I talk to them different. I'm actually in the studio and our first hour conversation is about our kids. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, before I had my kid, it probably wouldn't be that conversation. Now I'm a father, so not even just a musician, anybody that's a mother and father, I look at them just totally different now, of more respect, more love, you know what I'm saying, and praise them, you know what I'm saying, because it's a beautiful feeling. They always told me, when you have kids, it's gonna be a love that you can't explain, you just can't, you know what I'm saying, even though you can say it as much as you want, but it's a feeling that's just unbelievable. And that's what my son is doing to me, you know what I'm saying? He's making me be greater. You know, everything I do, I'm an example of him, meaning that's why, you know, it's so important to move right. First of all, Asad, I work for him. Anything he wants, he will get, and I'm gonna teach him to work hard. And obviously on the album, you know what I'm saying, I told my attorney, make sure he gets his royalties, his shares as executive producer, because that's my son, and I think that's beautiful. Also, again, him and him learning greatness at an early age, but I think it's important, you know what I'm saying, not just my son, everybody's children out there, man, you know, we work for the future, the young world. And if he doesn't want to be an executive producer when he grows up, or a music producer, or a singer, or a rapper, or whatever, it's whatever he want to do, I'm with him. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on. I come home, Nicole is Nicole. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow we can win 100 Grammys or, you know, be on 100 XXL covers, whatever. You come home, it's still You know, Nicole, been with her for I think like 12, 13 years. I gave her a ring as the engagement, you know what I'm saying? And she's the mother of my biggest blessing, our biggest blessing. When I'm making the album, I orchestrate the whole body of work. If it's me producing the record or me putting the record together, but from top to bottom, I am producing the whole album. Some of the tracks I, physically produce, the production, and have some of my We the Best crew, or maybe I'm, get some co-producers. It just depends on the song and the situation. But at the end of the day, it's me orchestrating the whole song. You know what I mean? Bringing the energy, putting the pieces together, going to the studio, cutting vocals, making sure the beat is right, making sure the mix is right, making sure the topic is right, making sure I'm bringing the best out of each MC singer. I'm the orchestrator. I always said, I was with Quincy Jones the other day. I've been blessed to go to his house and have cloth talk with him. And I always say people call me the hip hop Quincy Jones. I look up to Quincy Jones, I look up to Berry Gordy, and you look at these great moguls and producers and executives, these guys put the right people in the room together as well as make music. You know what I'm saying? As far as me as an artist, I am an artist. You know what I'm saying? I have a personality. I'm somebody that can go on stage and headline a show. And as much as you love, say you love another artist more than you love Khaled, and you put that artist and me on the same bill, it's gonna be, 9 out of 10, I'm coming out on top. You know what I'm saying? That's my mentality when I hit the stage. I don't like to call myself a rapper because I'm not a full-fledged rapper. I'm somebody that, is about vibes. You know what I'm saying? If it's Khaled ad-libs, if it's slogans, or if it's even me throwing a few bars or a bridge, whatever. I'm just a vibe person, you know what I'm saying? When I go in the studio, I try not to plan, how can I say, the vibe, you know what I'm saying? I only go in there and make sure the energy is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when I'm with different artists, we bounce off ideas and these things start happening.